Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Royal Rehash, episode 7, astoundingly. And I am Brett Brown, and with me, as always, the cosmic Swami.
That's right, Brett Brown. I'm the guiding hand of truth and light. So there you have it.
Don't we know it? All right. Hey, we're going to do something a little different tonight. We're going to kind of a potpourri, mixed bag of stuff and letters and kick it off. But where are you now? Where are you at? What's going on?
Yeah, where are you, cosmic Swami?
Yeah, you could be anywhere.
Yeah, I'm going up the eastern seaboard,
Wow.
and yeah, I think I'm somewhere near Maryland, something like that. I'm on my way up to Bangor, Maine.
Bangor, Maine.
Yes.
What's up there? Got family or something?
I'm working on a deal to bottle some water, some pure Maine water, and I'm going to be reselling it out in Oklahoma.
Huh. They don't have good water in Oklahoma, I guess.
Well, I wouldn't drink it.
Got a spring or just somebody's hose? I mean, where do you get water in Maine? Melted iceberg?
I've got my sources. I'll find it. There's water up there.
There is water.
Promise.
Yeah. Okay, good. That's I want a bottle or a case maybe.
It's best water in the country, man.
Maine water from the water main. All right. Well, you know what? We got some letters, which is sort of surprising, but we're going to kind of go into that tonight. And people have asked about certain things, and we're gonna fill them in. So,
well, we've always had letters coming into Kbog.
Well, yeah, but not to this show. This show has only been around for 7 episodes, so I'm surprised to get him kind of soon. But I'm happy to have him. Mr. Bob Bolero from Cortez, California, writes. He wrote on a postcard, which is kind of unusual for this day and age. But the reason why is because he wanted to be contested on Calling for Cash.
What time is it?
Calling for Cash.
Turlock's favorite afternoon movie show.
Which is a show that ended 10 years ago. I don't know. Long time ago. And so I'm sorry, pal, but you missed the boat on that one.
Good luck.
Now, we've got, some people might remember this. Lisa Newhouse writes.
Lisa Newhouse? Yeah, okay. I think I remember her.
Okay, well, she writes she was going to Super Gig one year, and she expected to see the Kamikaze Express, but the Kamikaze Express did not show. And she's wondering why. What happened?
Well, let's show them.
今回バンドのメンバー死んじゃって失敗しかもなっちゃったよどうしたらいいのこれは
You know, a lot of people out there were laughing at us when we were walking up here to come and explain why we were kicked out of Super Gig, why we were disqualified. I heard a lot of people laughing, and then these reporters are pressing us for answers to these questions. Well, I'll tell you the truth and all the gory details that come with it. Our drummer was back in Tokyo, Japan, working at the fish market early one morning, and someone threw him a fish that was maybe a little too fresh, and it being a damn swordfish stuck him right through his head and killed him there on the spot. And now we don't have a drummer, we don't have a shot at Super Gig, and now we're out, and that's all we got, and that's all you people are gonna get.
We'll see you next year at the Super Gig.
That's right.
Whoa, man. You got to be careful throwing fish around. I got to tell you.
Yeah, that's a hazardous occupation. I guess
I've gotten stuck a couple of times myself.
the old Okijama was not happy about that. And they never came back, Like they could never find a drummer,
No.
apparently. So anyway, let's see. I got another letter from Fred Hammerthrower, and he writes, I have read that the Klear Kut Brothers were arrested by the forestry department for trying to sell exotic hardwoods to guitar companies for necks and things like that. Is that true?
I think it was,
I
yeah.
think there was
I
something.
think they're still doing time.
I think they might be, but they were in their moment in the CMA. They were almost big. They got a little greedy, though, I guess. Let's watch the Klear Kut Brothers.
I'm Clear Cut Kyle.
And I'm Clear Cut Carl.
Together, we're the Clear Cut Brothers, baby. And guess what? Right now, there's some things in our way. Like this big redwood tree. Well, it's gonna come down. Just like in the CMA, there's a few people in our way. Well, we're taking them down too.
That's right. Like those liberal, lily-livered, green earth rocker, environmental ecologists make me want to puke.
Well, what about you, Ultimate Foreman? I don't think I like you much. You're in my way. You're standing in my way of buying my old lady that mink coat she keeps crying at me for. She's always on my back.
That's right. My Humvee payments are a little bit behind, and I don't like it one bit.
That's right. Well, we clear us down a few of them redwoods, and maybe we get our hands on that championship, and we'll have us enough money to keep that.
A little bit of bonus money, you understand?
That's right. Some bonus. So look out, because we're coming, and we mean big business, baby.
You know what I had for breakfast this morning?
I bet it's the same thing I had.
That's right. Spotted owl
eggs.
Let's get it cut down.
That's right.
Okay, Clear Cut Brothers. I guess they lost the Hummer, the mink stalls, and the wife divorced them. It was a big mess for them, but they got too greedy. Should have just stayed in the league. Okay.
You want to be careful what trees you cut down,
That's
that's
right.
for sure.
Yeah, those endangered species, they'll come back to bite you. Okay, so now we got a letter from Ricky Backer. He's from Basswood, North Dakota, and he writes, "Hey, what's the deal? I waited forever for Torture Tourathon to come through my town, and it never showed up. What happened?"
Yeah, I don't think these people even know what the Torture Tourathon was.
No, but that was pretty legendary in its time. Yeah, let's show them that because that was rough. That was a rough gig.
Yeah.
All right, Torture Tourathon.
Coming soon, Pro Music World's 12th annual Iron Band. Torture Tourathon. A fortnight of fortitude. Possible surprise appearances by CMA stars. 2 grueling weeks of guts, glory, and guitar. 26 cities and 14 days. A never-ending night marathon. Musical survival. 13 bands pushed to the breaking point and beyond. Only the last band standing earns the right to be called this year's Iron Band. Final lineup determined by mandatory lottery of rookie pool 1 day prior to Torture Tourathon. Surprise appearances by CMA stars subject to availability and contractual obligations.
Okay, well, that really played havoc with those bands. I tell you, man, that was rough.
Yeah. A lot of bands got washed out completely and couldn't take it.
Yeah, well, you can see why they'd be exhausted. That was madness. But it went on for years. They did that every year for, I don't know, 15 years, long time. Okay, so let's move along. We got a letter here from Trey Upright from Rifle Ridge, Texas, and he writes, I had a Trail Boss harmonica, and it just gave out last week, and I love that thing, and I'm wondering, are there still any available? Do they still make them?
I still have a couple Bunkhouse Rustlers Trail Boss harmonicas. They're in my compound, my Slab City compound. I'll be back there in a few months. If you want to write me after the show, we can work something out.
Well, there you go, Trey. So get a hold of Swami in a couple of months, contact him in his Slab City compound, and you can have yourself a brand new Trail Boss harmonica. All right, let's run his clip so people know who we're talking about. Trail Boss.
Shh, quiet. You're liable to spook the herd. I play that so's the herd don't get spooked. They like the music, keeps them nice and quiet. You can't talk too loud, we might spook them, but I'm gonna tell you what. Me and the boys, we've been hearing stories from up north that maybe there's a few things missing. So a few people's songs are coming up to shy somewhere. Nobody knows where they went to. There's all kinds of stories running around from some of these Nigel and the Pacers and Bloody Holiday and all these other fellers up there and the truckers. They're nothing but a bunch of yellow-bellied, egg-sucking. I guess I understand there's something about a guitar belongs to some hobo or other. They don't know where his guitar got off to, and they're blaming Dutch Moran and other people like that. Well, you know, they don't call us the bunkhouse rustlers for nothing. But I'll tell you what, you look at all our songs, you look at all our instruments, they all got the BHR brand on them, baby. And there ain't nothing in here that we ain't afraid to take if we want. We do what we want when we want to do it. And anybody that thinks they got the guts to stand in our way, they're gonna get trampled, they're gonna get stampeded, and it's gonna happen fast and quick. Fast like a rattlesnake strike. Ha! So you watch out. All you people out there in CMA land are gonna have another thing coming once we hit town. Of course, I have to get the boys sobered up first, but we'll be there. Count on it.
Hey man, that trail boss is a rootin' tootin' outlaw. Yeah, I wouldn't want to cross swords with him, that's for sure.
Yeah, but he made good instruments. That's what this guy's asking about. So.
Well, yeah, the kids like him.
Yeah, the kids liked him no matter what. All right, so another letter we got. This one from Lois Pointer from Creighton, Massachusetts, and she writes, "Hey, whatever happened to Sparks from the Haz Mat 5? He was a dreamy guy, and I was mad in love with him. Is he single these days?"
You're asking me?
Well, do you know? I think.
Well, I remember he got married a bunch of times.
Yeah, I think he's on his 5th or 6th wife currently, and I don't know what happened to that guy. I guess he lived a lifestyle that not conducive to long-term marriage. But I think Lois, you better set your sights on somebody else. He's probably spoken for or dead or something.
We got any clips of the Haz Mat 5?
Yes, we do. Sparks is not in it, oddly enough, but yeah, we do. Let's roll Haz Mat 5.
Thank you, Brent. This is Lance Preston here, reporting live via satellite, Johnson City, Tennessee. Today we are with 2 members of the Haz Mat 5, Red and Cliff. This band is an up-and-comer. They won last week's competition and tonight seem to perform well. What do you think, Red? How are the judges going to score you?
Well, Lance, I think that the judges are going to do whatever the judges are going to do. I do have to say we had a little personnel shake-up here a few weeks ago, and we had to give some of our other members the golden axe, but they're happy. They're okay. And we got the new members in. We got Tiller, we got Sparks, and we got Fireplug. These guys are full of vim and vigor. We get out there in that stage, and we get the job done. We clean up.
Indeed, it seems as though Haz Mat 5 has really come up the competition ladder since the addition of the new personnel.
That's right, they've been a major boost. There's no denying it.
Indeed. You know, Cliff, I'd like to ask you, now with all the heavy-hitting competition that's in the CMA, your iRockers, your USA 1, Dutch Moran, people like this, do you think that Haz Mat 5 is going to have what it takes to compete and be a contender in the Continental Music Alliance?
Oh, definitely I do there, Lance. There's definitely some 5-alarm competition out there in the CMA. They bring some intense heat down on us. There's a lot of noise pollution. There's a lot of musical pollution. But we're going to take care of that, and we're going to clean it right up. Where there's smoke, there's fire, and we're going to put their fire right out. Indeed. Well, thank you, gentlemen. There you have it, fans. I want you to keep your eyes and ears peeled for this band, the Haz Mat 5. I think they're going to provide some stiff competition in the CMA. There you have it. Back to you, Brent.
Okay, that was a Haz Mat 5, and interesting. I forgot we had that crawl at the bottom with the scores, and you could sort of get a feel for where the standings were at that point in time, who was ahead, who was behind, and whatnot. So also we got another letter from this time across the pond from a guy named Brandon Irons from Bigger Hill, England, and he's writing for. He wants to know what happened to his countryman Timi Henderson, and he left England to make it big in America, and he never was heard from again. So do we know what happened?
That was the Timi Henderson experiment, as I recall.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. Did it take off? Did that experiment work?
Well, you remember. Let's run the clip.
Okay. Well, I don't remember. Let's run.
Pro Music World Magazine, along with Woody Pickens Guitaratorium, presents a one-night-only experience this Sunday at the Poultryman's Auction Grounds. Back from Britain and getting ready for next season, the Timi Herderson Experiment. Also, special guests from L.A., Southwest Regional Champs, Matthias's Omega Man. Tickets available at all Ken Jones Cattle Prod showrooms. Sunday, be there.
Yeah, so did Timi Henderson, I heard they crashed in a bus or something. Is that what happened? Do you remember? You know how that went down?
Or something like that.
Well, they
I
all
thought he was
perished. What?
I wonder what happened to Matthias's Omega men.
Yeah, well, they were all in the bus.
They disappeared too.
They all disappeared simultaneously.
They were on tour together, huh?
Yeah, they were on tour, and it just the tour bus, the driver was drunk or whatever, and ran off a cliff into a canyon. And I think it took them a week to find them, and they were all dead by the time they tracked them down. Anyway, last thing is we're about out of time here again. We got remember the magazine Pro Music World?
I got a stack of them. Are they worth anything?
Well, maybe as a doorstop or something. But it was good at the time. It was pretty popular and had a lot of inside information. And there was an ad for that. And let's roll that real quick.
Let's have a look.
Yeah.
Pro Music World, the world's most prestigious and respected pro music journal for over 5 decades. Read worldwide by fans and pro musicians alike. In-depth interviews with CMA select hard-hitting analysis by our award-winning editorial staff. Full-color layouts of the instruments and the woodsheds of the stars. Behind-the-scenes features, amateur fashions, recipes, and more.
You know, I'm getting disgusted lately at all the gutless fans and all the gutless experts I hear from. If you want the real straight scoop, you gotta get it from Pro Music World. I do. That should be good enough for you, too.
Don't miss this monster double-sized special limited collector's edition with chronological breakdown of the greatest announcing teams in CNA history. Get yours today before they're gone.
You know, the one thing I can't stand about Pro Music World, although I thought it was an okay publication, was the editor, Bigsby Needleman. That guy was nuts. 2 stage managers for every gig. You know.
Oh, wait, hold on. We don't have time for this.
Just go ahead and cut me off, Brent Brown.
Let's put a pin in this till next week.
We
don't have anything scheduled. This was fun. We could do more of this, but we are out of time, man. We are up against a hard clock and we got to stop. So anyway, folks.
Hard drinking, hard rocking, Phil bobbing, fast talking, pull back and sock on man. Hard drinking, hard rocking, Phil bobbing, fast talking, pull back and sock on man. All right, we're gonna